So the last one that I want to talk to you about is prepayment penalties. What is a prepayment penalty? When you get a term mortgage with any lender, and all the mortgages have a term, and you break that contract, so you don't go to the end of the term, you end up paying a penalty. There's three types of penalties. We're not going to go in details, but 3-month interest penalty, discounted IRD, and posted IRD. When I talk to a client, 100% of the time, they say, Camilo, I'm not going to pay a penalty. I'm going to be there for 5 years. Statistics in Canada, I believe there are about 40% of people end up paying penalties because things change. Sometimes there are divorces, sometimes there's health issues, sometimes there's neighbors, sometimes there's job offers. The list is on and on. So be careful, because if you are with a lender that has a high penalty, you are in a very big risk and you don't even know it. And I'm going to show you an example. In this example right here, you have a mortgage, let's say, of $500,000 on a 5-year term. They got an interest rate of 4%, and after 2 years, these newlyweds got divorced. So they had 3 years left, and when they sold the property, the bank charged an IRD penalty of 1.5% per year. So it was about 4.5%. So the interest rate that they see in the documents is 4%. Everywhere, statement, documents at the lawyer, everything is 4%. But this is the real thing that happened. Year one, on $500,000 at 4%, they paid about $20,000 interest. Second year, they paid another $20,000 interest. They sold the property. The bank charged them $22,500. When you calculate the cost of credit, that's why I study the cost of credit like a hawk, because that's the real sauce that makes people reduce the interest or make a lot of, or lose a lot of money. So the cost of interest per year on this loan was $31,250 with yields a rate of 6.25. So even though they believed and they thought about getting a rate of 4%, they ended up paying 6.25 when you take into consideration the penalty. I coined a term called the expense rate. The expense rate is the interest rate that the clients are getting plus the prepayment penalties. And the expense rates are through the roof. Is one of the biggest profit centers for banks. And I want to make you aware because I want you to reduce the cost of credit to the maximum possible. Let's wrap up everything in the next video.